Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera kepada semua pelajar-pelajar cikgu. Okay, so pada hari ini 30 hari bulan Mac 2020, cikgu buat kelas online yang kelima dan kali ini version YouTube. Version WhatsApp dah hantar. Kali ini version YouTube pada siapa-siapa yang ada talian internet, okay, yang laju boleh buka pada version YouTube. Okey, ini adalah soalan yang cikgu telah compile-kan. Okey, so soalan pada kali ini adalah daripada soalan sebenar PSPM. Okey, ini yang berlaku pada sesi lepas. Okay, so cikgu pilih beberapa soalan yang cikgu sharekan dengan you all. Okey, so soalan yang pertama, write the correct version of Java. Jadi maknanya kalau yang ini ada kesalahan lah dekat sini, buat yang betul. Okay, untuk yang pertama is very easy. You can identify this one is the problem. X equal meaning comparing. Okay, it's not assigning. But this part is assigning. Assigning should be only one equal. Kalau dia dalam if statement ke ataupun dalam while statement ke, baru boleh pakai benda ni lah. Okay, we are comparing. So the answer will be x equal to x plus y divided by c. Okay, second question. Okay, look where is the error. So the error is here where you use the comma there. So it should not be any comma because you want to create output value equal to x equal to 100. So you should use the double quote in the value. Okay, refer to the answer. System.print, you need to have the double quote here. Okay, and then plus x. Don't forget your semicolon. Actually, this also should have the semicolon. Okay, and then the last one. Okay, system.print and you need to print it as string. So hello should be inside the double quote. Okay, hello should be inside the double quote. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, still question 1, sub question 2. Okay, 1, 2. Create the correct Java codes. Okay, so give you statement, create the Java codes according to the statement. Declare a constant PHI and assign it with value 3.14. Okay, there are three things here. Number 1, constant. Number 2, PHI. Number 3, value. So, want to declare constant, you need to use final. After final, then the data type. Final, the data type, the variable name equal the value. Okay, that's how you answer the first one. Second one, increment an integer variable by 3. Okay, so increment by 3 meaning that you need to use the accumulation of frequency. Okay, so answer will be increment equal to increment plus 3. Okay, the third one, so you can see here kat sini ada 6 markah. Sini 2 markah, sini 1 markah, dekat sini should be 3 markah. Okay, so dekat sini declare a variable pass which will assign true if mark is equal to or greater than 50. So look at the answer. Okay, so number 1 you need to declare pass as boolean. Kenapa tak nak declare dekat bawah if? Tak boleh. Sebab if kan dia boleh jadi true ataupun false. Kalau dia true dia baca lah. Tapi kalau dia false macam mana nak baca? That's why you need to declare boolean on top of if. And then don't forget to assign it as false. Sama juga. Kenapa nak assign to false? Kenapa tak nak biarkan saja tanpa assign to anything? Because kalau dia true, dia akan dapat value. Tapi kalau dia false, dia dapat tak value? Tak dapat value. Tiba-tiba kita nak keluarkan nak system.print pass. So error lah. That's why you need to put boolean pass equal to false. And then if statement, if mark is greater than equal to 50, and then pass equal to true. Okay, so when this part is true, so you get pass equal to true. Okay, that's how you answer the question 1, 2. Okay, next, question 2. Describe the following declaration statement. Okay, actually, question is wrong. Okay, This is not declaration for array. Okay, memang berlaku kesalahan kat sini, bukan declaration to array. Okay, declaration for array cikgu dah letak warna merah kat sini. Okay, double the square book price equal to new double square and then the size. Okay, 20 is the size. Okay, but never mind, just answer what is stated in the question. So macam mana nak describe benda ni? Apa info yang dapat dalam ni? So info yang dapat dalam ni, this one is array sebab ada square ni, dah tahu dia array. But the info is the array name is book price, and then the data type for the array name is double. Okay, so dia 3 markah, so satu setengah markah kat sini. Okay, next, still question 2 but sub question 2.2. Okay, based on the above question, soalan tadi, state the highest index. Actually soalan yang pertama tadi dah salah kan, tapi tak apa, kita assume bahawa 20 is the maximum size. So size is the maximum, but index highest cannot be 20, but it should be 19. Sebab apa 19? Sebab index number start from 0. So the highest should be 19. Okay. Okay, 19. The highest index will be 19. Next, still question 2 but sub question 3. Okay, determine number of input that is read based on the following input statement. Okay, so look at the statement here. Okay, and look at the input. You can see only one input and there is no loops. So it's only will run once. Okay, it will change the item where index number 10. Okay, change the value. It will give the value. Input the value. Okay, so the answer is 1. Satu, or O-N-E. Okay, so 1. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, next. Question 3. Okay, now we create the pseudocode to solve the following problem. Okay, so what is the problem? Read and determine larger and smaller between two numbers. So input two numbers, larger and smaller. Print the larger first. Okay, print the larger first and then followed by smaller if they are not equal. But if they are equal, print the numbers are equal. So actually it's a simple question. Okay, number 1, you need to have your input. Okay, remember in pseudocode, the most important is indentation and lines follow your codes one by one. So start and stop. And then number 1, you must have an input. Mesti ada input lah. Kalau tak macam mana nak compare. And then after get the input, if num1 is greater than num2, then display num1, comma num2. Else, if num2 greater than num1, so display num2 and then num1. Else, display the numbers are equal and then and if. Okay, don't forget to close with the and if. Okay, question 4. Draw a flowchart to solve the following problems. Display even number from 100 to 700 and add the total of the numbers. So ada dua kerja kat sini. Yang pertama nak display even number. Yang kedua nak buat accumulation untuk dapatkan total for all the numbers. Okay, and then the third job is to display the sum. Okay, flow chart. Look at the flows and then the shapes. And what is that? The shapes. Okay, so it involves repetition, okay, and accumulation. Okay, so start. Okay, this is the accumulation because when you do accumulation, you need to assign the variable equal to something. Okay. Okay, so we start with 1, 0, 0. This is the first engine. This is the second engine. This is the third engine. Engine yang ketiga. So num equal to 100. Num must be less than equal to 700. And then num equal to 6 plus 2. Kenapa bukan plus 1? Sebab kita nak display even number. Okay, so bila dia masuk dalam ni, dia akan print 100. Pergi sini, dia akan print 102. Dia akan print 104. Dia akan print 106 dan seterusnya. All the even numbers. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you need to accumulate the total. So, kena tambah lah. So, total equal to total plus 6. Okay, accumulate the total, and then when we reach 702, so it's going to false. Bila false pergi sini, it will display the total yang kita dah cari tadi. Okay? Okay. The last question. Okay, in a long jump competition has n athletes. Each athlete is given 2 jumps and winner is determined based on the longest jump distance in meter. The first line input is n representing number of athlete, followed by n lines each represent athlete identification number and distance of the first and second jump. Kadang-kadang baca ni tak faham, betul tak? Okay, kalau tak faham, look at the diagram. Kalau diagram ada disediakan, tolong tengok diagram. Kalau diagram is very simplified, lebih mudah untuk faham. Okay, in the diagram it shows the input and output. So we already know what is input. So input here, there is 3, 200, 101, 223. So it said here, the first line input is n. So 3 ni adalah n lah. Okay, 3 is the n. And then 200, 101, 223, the second line represent the athlete identification number. So this is athlete identification number. And what is the rest? The rest number here, what is it? Okay, so the rest is the distance first and second jump for the athlete. So this is the distance for first and second jump. Jump 1, jump 2. Okay, so easier for you to understand. Okay, and then what should be the output? Apa yang kita nak keluarkan dalam output? Dalam output, we just need to get the winner. The winner athlete number 101. Ni setelah diproses lah dapat 101. And then number 2, what is the longest jump? Lompatan yang paling jauh. Tengok 5.1. So 5.1, 101 akan keluar kat sini. Okay, so actually the question tak perlu gunakan array. Soalan tak payah gunakan array. Kalau guna array tak salah, tapi dia boleh selesai tanpa array. Sebab apa yang dia nak dalam output ni sangat simple. Okay, sangat simple. Okay, macam mana nak buat? Okay, so follow the flows. Okay, number 1. What should we have number 1? You should have the number of athletes. Kenapa kena ada number of athletes? Sebab kita nak buat dia punya repetition according to number of athletes. Okay, so follow the structure of coding macam biasa. And then step number 1, get the number of athletes. Get number of athletes here. Okay. Number 2, use the number of athletes. Create your for. Buat for you guna number of athletes ni. Okay. And then apabila dah ada number of athlete dalam for ni, sementara dia loops, okay, so get all the others input. Apa others input? Yang ni dah masuk. Ni lah others input 1, 2, 3. Ada 3 benda ni, 1, 2, 3. Apa dia 3 benda tu? Okay, 3 benda tu adalah athletes ID, and then jump 1, and then jump 2. Get all the 3 inputs. And then bila dah get the 3 inputs, compare siap-siap. Dapatkan mana antara jam 1 dengan jam 2 mana lagi jauh. So yang jauh tu kita simpan kat sini. Max jump. Kalau jam 1 besar pada jam 2, so max jump jam 1. Kalau else, max jump sama dengan jam 2. Okay, dah dapat max jump, jangan lupa nak compare the longest jump. Sebab dia ada n people. Dia bukan seorang saja. Ini untuk seorang. Dia ada ramai orang. So kena compare dengan orang-orang lain. At least yang lain. So max jump compare pula dengan longest jump. So kalau max jump dia berapa, kalau lagi besar pada longest jump, maknanya longest jump tu dah berubah kepada max jump dia. And then pada masa sama simpan sekali ID orang yang ni, sebab dia yang paling winner sekarang ni. Okay? And then dia akan keep on looping according to n, and then dia akan the winner athlete number is winner ID. Kita paparkan sajalah di luar loop. Paparan ni mesti luar loop lah. Kalau tidak letak dalam loop, dia berpusing-pusing banyak kali. Okay, tapi skema ni ada sikit kekurangan, yang mana kalau number of winner tu jump dia sama, jarak dia sama, tu ada error. Dia macam logical error lah. Takkan kita ambil seorang saja winner. Itu saja. Tapi itu tak apa. Itu nombor 2. Yang penting yang ini boleh run dulu. Okay. So you can see the the output, okay, output dia. So enter number of athletes 3, ID dia masuk jam 1 masuk jam tu, orang yang kedua ID berapa jam 1 jam tu, orang ketiga ID berapa jam 1 jam tu, and then display all the result. Okay, so that's all. This is the YouTube version. Okay, so I hope there are 2 version are given to you, so you boleh gunakan mana-mana version. Okay, yang penting you faham. And then don't forget, buatlah latihan banyak-banyak. Soalan sentiasa refer kepada link yang cikgu dah bagi. Okay, that's all for today. See you again tomorrow insyaAllah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I end my class.